Yeah, of course. Hey, everybody, you're watching, listening to the Real Rising podcast. This is your host, Andrew Benjamin, joined by my very special guest today, Mr. Ohio. How you doing, Mr. Ohio?
I'm doing well, Andrew. Excited to talk about this. This was a phenomenal card, and especially that it was free. So that was a huge bonus, and this show delivered big time.
Yeah. Just to keep up with the theme of Japanese anime, I'm currently drinking oh my god, a beautiful sake from a local sake brewery. So if you like sake, go to Kato Sake Works. This is not a paid ad. But just quickly, a paid ad is, I will get right to it, then we'll get right into the talk, is Shroom Bars. Go to eatshroombar.com, use code WARD, check out for 25% off your first order. Healthy protein bars that have cordyceps, lion's mane, turkey tail, almost said lion's mane, turkey tail, and microdose of mushrooms, all the good stuff that you need for a pre-workout or post-workout if you just want a healthy snack. Again, please go to eatshroombar.com, use code WAR at checkout for 25% off first order. Tells the guys who are advertising us, hey, people here actually buy shit. And it's really appreciated as well. Also, please like and subscribe and comment. Do all that stuff. The algorithm demands it. T-San
Kanpai.
is in the chat. Kanpai.
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 Konnichiwa. Or no,
Uh,
ohayou gozaimasu,
Ohio?
because it's 10, 12, or no, it's 11, 12 in the morning there. 14
Yeah.
hours ahead of us.
Well, I
So
guess
ohayou
since
gozaimasu.
since he's here again, we should just say Oisashiburi, right?
Ohisashiburi.
Shiburi? Nice to see you again, in virtual form. Uh, so yes, RIZIN Land 12 in Kobe. By the way, free on Rise.tv, still there. If you want to check it out or do whatever with the show, I don't know how much longer it's gonna be on. I definitely, if you want to
It's
risk
usually a
it,
week or two, isn't it?
was sorry,
Isn't it usually a week or two?
something like that, yeah. If you want to check out the Rise show though, like that's only available until Thursday, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
I
On
gotta finish
Bema.
watching it, but it was really good so far from what I've seen of it.
I still have to start it. I haven't started it.
It's
Oh,
very good, and I can't wait for World Max in a couple
yeah.
weeks, in like a week.
As well, check out the Deep Show from this past weekend if you haven't. If you want to just see one fight, I recommend the event with Koya Kanda versus Juri Ohara. If you love SRE, there's like more in that entire fight than there is like in any Ryzen fight probably this year. And it's Juri Ohara. Juri Ohara is one of the best, one of the most underrated in my opinion,
He
as
is.
well. So check that out. Did not Knockout as well this past weekend as well? I think Knockout
Yes,
had a show as well.
they had the it was at their that studio. They had unlimited tournament.
Okay. On that, there was really no other big news in MMA this week, so nothing really else to talk about. I didn't hear
Well, in
anything
this
else.
sphere anyway.
Oh no, I didn't hear. I didn't hear anything there. And this, all I know is that Ryzen happened. That was like supposedly the big news. And he says, oh,
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Hisashiburi. Oh, he's
That's Ohayou gozaimasu.
yeah, my mistake. Ohio
Sorry.
Gozaimasu. Anyway, so let's talk about Ryzen 12 in Kobe. By the way, did you see the attendance?
10,400 or 500 something.
The number that was given is 10,420, which apropos to Kyohei Hagiwara being on the main event. So glad it
Mm-hmm.
was 10,420, not 421 or 419. So I'm glad it was at least 420 in that sense.
And it did look pretty full. It didn't look. I'm guessing a bunch of people just didn't show up because it did look like there were some empty seats, at least from what I saw at various points.
Mm.
But either way, excellent crowd, regardless.
Now on the Ryzen.tv stream that we were watching, I don't know what it peaked at or whatever, but I saw over 1,000 people watching it.
That's a huge improvement from
Yeah. I
last
didn't.
couple.
Also, the other thing is, I didn't know. I thought you were gonna have to make an account, but you didn't need to make an account for this. You could just log on and watch it.
That's good stuff. So hopefully they converted some new. They got some new fans.
Yeah. The only thing that matters in life is drawing money. So, we'll see what the number. Let's hope. If you were to guesstimate how many of those people come in for New Year's, what would you say, Mr. Ohio?
500. If you're talking about like new, if you're talking about like new fans,
I'll say total. How many total?
total for New Year's Eve, I'm going to say a couple thousand.
Okay. T-San says might be
New Year's Eve, and there's a Majesty, a Gravity with New Year's Eve, I think, shows in Japan.
So if they do it, they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do the two shows, right? They'll probably just do one.
Well, so far, I mean, they don't. I'm just assuming it's gonna be one big card, but I'm sure Sakakibara will say what the plan is at the press conference in a few hours' time.
If they do two shows, one would be on a Monday. Well, Monday for us, and then no, it'd be Sunday night for us. Excuse me, and then a Tuesday night for the other show for the next. So no matter what, a show is happening probably on Tuesday night.
New Year's.
I don't know how many people for I don't know how many people can tune in for a show on a Tuesday night.
We will see.
Be interesting to see.
We will see, but either way, I expect it to get more than this one. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, and just Bleed Fan, who always keeps it real. He always keeps it 100, as the kids say. Love the totally free Landmark 12 stream, and they didn't pull it afterwards, so fans could watch the next day. Great. That was also great as well that they didn't, do that as well. I did have somebody on Twitter, X, whatever, mentioned to me it was their first RIZIN show, watching their first RIZIN show. I don't know if they meant legally or illegally or just in general, but they said it was their first. So, yeah. So,
did they like it?
Yeah, they said they liked it. They said they liked it. Also, credit to Shingo and Hafid for that interesting, breakdown of the card of the fights. Kind of just breaking down it was I think it was during the weigh-ins. And here's the thing, I actually couldn't find it. I was an idiot. I just saw it on Instagram. I was like, huh? I thought it was an Instagram thing, and then no, it took me to the RIZIN website. I was like, oh, this is good shit.
It was good stuff. So good. It's good promotion that they're finally ramping up again.
Yeah. Some other things from the card as well. I guess Vugar Karamov, Kyoma Matsushima did not happen. Apparently, Karamov had some gastroviral infection.
Acute gastroenteritis, I believe it was.
Did you see the photo I posted from that one person on Twitter who was like, this guy ate a live animal. He's a fucking idiot or something like that. Some Japanese fan wrote that. And apparently it was Karamov. I think that was I'm trying to remember where the photo was or the video was from, but he was in Japan eating sushi. I don't know when he got to Japan, but he was eating sushi. And apparently, I don't know, eating sushi during weight cuts or right after you travel is usually not the best thing, it seems like.
Yeah.
Or a live animal. There's talk about it being rebooked for New Year's.
I can't imagine that Karamov wouldn't recover in time, but I guess it depends on the severity. So we'll see.
Either way, I think Karamov's done at 145. I can't trust this guy to make 145 anymore. He seems to be. He had the flu for the Kimura fight. Another fight. He pulled out of. I forgot the reason. There was this one. He's had a history of pullouts, injuries, or fights being canceled. And sorry, go ahead.
No, and he looked small. He looked bloated at 155 last year against Satoshi, honestly.
I would rather trust him at 155 than 145. I think the weight cut is getting too much. I think it's having an effect on his health. I think I would rather have him be at 150. I know he'd be a small 155er, but if they rebook that fight, I think they should do it at 155, not 145.
Or at least at a catch weight to get
okay, that's fine with that,
to get him slowly but surely acclimated and not move up 10 pounds.
By the way, T-San, New Year's Eve conference going on tonight. I don't know what time that is for us. 6:30 p.m. What time?
4:30 a.m. Eastern.
I'm going to be fast asleep, so
good luck.
Try to be. And then Super Anime King, one of the guys from who attended the Anime NYC convention. So glad you're still tuning in. Wrestle Kingdom did 25,000 on a Tuesday, so the Tuesday card could do well. Yes, no, I think box office, attendance wise, they'll do great. How many people here are going to stay up though for a Tuesday card? That's the thing.
Because it's not baked into the culture.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It'll do well. It'll do well, especially because it'll be the last show for Saitama as well. So
for over a year because they're renovating it.
Yeah, so they'll definitely get a good crowd. They'll definitely get a good. Well, who was the? Was that the Wrestle Kingdom 10?
I don't remember.
Well, that was a Tanahashi Okada rematch that they had from Wrestle Kingdom 9, I believe. And I think the co-main event. Well, that was Nakamura versus AJ, I believe. Because then I went to Wrestle Kingdom 11. That was Omega versus Okada. So I remember that like clear as day. 2016. Okay. Also, let's be honest. That's also when New Japan was at its peak, and New Japan was not this trash promotion that it was as well. The good old days. Anyway, we can also talk about Shadulyev. Mr. Shadulyev made an appearance. Said that he's willing to fight anybody, as multiple people at once. Yada yada yada. He's got a fight for New Year's. Sakaki Bars did not say who it was. He said tune into the press conference today. Who do you think is going to be, Mike? Who are your choices? I'll say. Who do you think is likely going to be?
Doesn't sound like it'll be Satoshi.
Because they said they're going to do all the titles as well. So
yeah, so if you're going to do box office, it's got to be Asakura, Mikuru Asakura. That's box office. I guess.
Could it be Nazimov? You think they might do Nazimov?
Nazimov, I think, could be a dark horse. Those are really the only two I can think of off the top of my head that would have any type of appeal.
Ren is supposedly not good. He said he's not going to fight because he's supposedly injured, even though he's training. His Instagram photos show him he's doing full contact sparring. So I don't know if he's working us. So I don't know. He could be working us. Ren is a bullshitter, so it could be. I guess on the small, I'm trying to think. Just like it has to be either Mikuru or Nazimov. I don't think it could be really anybody else.
Agreed.
Or in the smallest chance, maybe Ren. But we'll see tonight. Tune in to the RIZIN YouTube channel for that. Before we get into the good stuff, we're gonna go into the prelim landfill, as I like to call it. So I will get up the stuff. Did you enjoy the landfill prelims, Mike? Mr. Ohio, sorry.
They were fine.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, I did enjoy the under, what was it? One was under 500 from Team Smoker, and the other one was like one win above 500. The Team Smoker guy looked really good, so why not sign him?
Let's see. Okay, so just quickly, Nanoka Ito, she was 16 at the time the fight was announced. Now 17, beat Michan, Ranger, Gym player. Shinpei Hayashi defeated Motoki. You said the Smoker guy, Hyoga Miyagawa knocked out Shinsuke Matsubara, and then Daichi Akira defeated Shoma. Oh, and I forgot Noelle beat what the fuck what did they go by her name again? Well,
something Aruka.
Aruka Misaki. Yuruka Misaki. That's what she's going by, aka Misaki Suda. Anyway, glad Miss Noelle got a win, gotta say. I think, kind of went how we thought. And like you said, the Smoker guy, I mean, listen, this was basically a deep fight. It was a deep fight on a it was a deep Osaka fight on a
bigger stage. But he did what he had to do.
Yeah. By the way, love how the ref actually, he refed it like a deep fight and stopped the fight, even though the guy was clearly going in for a takedown after he got knocked down. So, yeah. And then I don't know, nothing else really about I'll say this. Listen, that Nanako Ito girl is going to definitely, I think she's definitely going to be fast track. We'll probably see her in Rise or something probably in the future.
Knockout, maybe?
Not maybe. Michan, that was terrible. I got like bad. She was like legitimately like a bad fighter. Like I could not believe how terrible she fought. Being 2-0 and having like a Muay Thai base.
I agree. She didn't look great. I thought that what's his name? Dai
Akira?
Yeah, Akahira. I thought he was going to win by knockout because that right hand he landed on Shoma was brutal.
Yeah. By the way, there didn't I think the kickboxers in the prelims got got 2 knockdowns in the first round and then like couldn't capitalize on it.
I believe that's right.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it was fine.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll just briefly talk about the opening fight, which was King Rakuto running through Yumeto Mizuno. I have to say this. I think that Teppen gym is maybe the most overrated gym.
Other than
overrated kickboxing gym. Taiju is a fine fighter, but he loses in some really really funky ways.
He does. And then there's Ryujin.
He's not even like half as good as a brother, though. That's the thing. That's so sad.
But he's still a damn good fighter.
He's still good. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I think he's more than fine. I think he's a very good fighter.
His sister quit.
Yes.
Remember what was her name? The one that like won.
I forgot what her name is, but yeah, she quit pretty quick, and then you have just a bunch of random.
There was the guy who won that Rise tournament a few years ago. I remember because I was watching when I was taking the plane to Japan.
Kazane.
Yes. Remember he was part of Team Teppen. Remember?
He was good, but then he retired.
Yeah, he was good. I don't know why he retired, but remember he was the alternate in that Rise tournament, and then wound up making to the finals, and they did an extension round, and he won the extension round. Yeah.
And then he also beats. I forgot who he beat at the match, but it was a really good win.
Oh, I can't remember what it was, but yeah. And he seemed like he had a personality, he had like a Chihiro type of fiery personality. But then he had the fight with Tension. And I think he had one more fight after that, and then he quit.
And then he retired.
So I don't know who the golden boy of Teppen is besides Tension, but I have to say might be
besides Ryujin now. It's definitely Ryujin, that's for sure.
It's fine. Chris Crushman said, "Thank you for joining again. Great event. Excited for the next one. Well, you got only 1 month to wait." Any thoughts on King Rakuto?
He'll be back when they need an opening fight or an undercard fight for.
Well, technically, this was on the main card, so hopefully he doesn't get bumped down. That's what happened to Noel.
He certainly looked good and exposed his opponent. That's for sure.
So
he was starting as a 5-1 record. I think it was.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What was the name of that gym? What's the name? Royal King. So Royal King is better than Teppen at this point. So yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the good shit. We're gonna start from the top down. If I can find my. Did I write this in the op? Oh, I may have wrote. I wrote this op. Okay, there we go. Okay. With Kyoma Akimoto annihilating Hagiwara. First thing before I ask anything, Mr. Ohio, did you think this was stopped a little bit prematurely?
No, Hagiwara wasn't answering back, so I thought it was fine.
Okay. There's a lot of talk about referees and when's the proper way to stop a fight.
Basically, you're damned if you don't.
I know. So because we had the thing with Luis Gustavo and
Satoshi,
where he got knocked out on the way down, but clearly was on his way on the way back up.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, J-Wolf, thought that Kolesnik, that Shaduliev being down Kolesnik was a early stoppage. I'm trying to think also as well. What are the recent?
Those are the three that I can think of. It's like don't give the referee a reason to stop the fight.
I would say this was not a bad stoppage.
No,
Hagiwara
wasn't defending himself.
He was moving. It was weird because he was moving, and he was posting his elbow up, so it was kind of he wasn't getting directly hit in the head, he got mounts. Kyoma Akimoto got mounted him, and then had that brief time where he was just being down, but then he kind of was holding his elbow up. It's definitely a weird thing, where I don't know if the referee told him, hey, get to a better position, If that's the case, then you got to do what the ref says. But it was definitely a case where I can see it's not a bad stoppage, not an early stoppage, but maybe a slightly questionable stop.
Maybe, but I thought it was fine. Like for the he wasn't doing anything. He was getting clobbered. That's my opinion. People are free to disagree. I thought once it got to the ground, Hagiwara was just outclassed again, as per usual.
RIZIN will die. One of our favorites. He has an interesting question. Is Akimoto a good prospect when he went life and death with a 9-10 journeyman that can't grapple? That's a good question. What do you think about that?
I think that's a little unfair because Hagiwara is an excellent striker. Let's make that very clear.
You could definitely see the calf kicks were affecting Akimoto. I think that's why he decided to kind of grapple a little. I think Akimoto's plan was not to grapple. He thought that might be the easy path, so he was that's why he wanted to strike with Hagiwara. Yes. But then those calf kicks and the leg kicks were definitely like hurting. So that's why he chose a path that he knows that Hagiwara is weak in, is grappling. Now, Hagiwara's grappling has gotten a lot better. A grappling defense. He still gets taken down by a gust of wind, but he still if this were Hagiwara 3-4 years ago, he gets choked out.
Oh, agreed. I'm just saying, like, Hagiwara has very underrated stand-up. So I don't.
I think he broke Akimoto's nose maybe in the first minute.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's. I don't think that's a fair comparison because you can be a journeyman and be phenomenal in one aspect of the game, and that's what Akimoto or Hagiwara's. As we said, he's phenomenal with stand-up. It's just the grappling is the issue.
I mean, I do kind of see a little bit of the point that RIZIN will die will make. It's should he have plowed right through him?
No, absolutely not. Because Hagiwara is better than a 9-10 fighter. So for me, you got to look more at you got to look at more.
It's definitely interesting because I think you definitely are right. It's definitely a 9-10 fighter, but and he's got win. He has wins over like Kyle Agawan, who's like a
solid
all-rounder, all-round MMA fighter. He has so it's I get. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I think he's still a good prospect. You have to see how he does against somebody. So after the fight, Akimoto. Did you see who Akimoto challenged in the post-fight room?
Majima.
No, it was Majima who won, but close. He challenged Yutaka Saito, who I don't know if it's still fighting at this point. He's running a ramen restaurant in Tokyo, so who knows? And Kleber. And you know what's interesting about both of them?
Kleber.
What's interesting about both of them is that they're both former champions. So I don't know about Yutaka Saito what he's thinking about doing. The Kleber fight would be needed to see where this guy stacks up against high-level grapplers because we saw what happened with Yuki Mitoya. That fight, excuse me. So if he gets submitted or loses by decision against a guy like Kleber who doesn't have striking, and in that case, neither does Mitoya is probably better than Kleber's, but he has a grappling advantage. I think that's a fine fight to make. I think. I speculate that the winner that if Kyoma wins, they might want to do the winner of whoever Shibuya faces next. I don't think he's ready for that as well. So
no, I could also see him trying to run it back with Doubtbeck.
I saw that, but also if Doubtbeck fights on New Year's Eve, there's no way that Kyoma's nose is broken. No. He's going to need some time to recover. I don't know.
Would it depend on where Doubtbeck fights?
Okay. That's the other thing as well. So we don't know if I've seen all these things about all these categories of Doubtbeck. They did Danny Sabotel like tier things, and they asked him about Doubtbeck. So there might he might be 135 at this point. I mean, you could do Akimoto versus him at 135. He has done more than 35, I think, right?
Yes, and I was thinking about this. We'll talk about it, but there is someone for a lightweight title fight. I think you have to, with a lack of challengers, I think you have to fast track him.
Okay. You could do Majima as well. Majima 1, we'll talk about that fight soon. I guess that's a fine fight, but here's the thing. I think they're not going to do that. I think they want to fast track Akimoto against a much more high level opponent like a Saito or a Kleber sometime down the line. We may not like it, but I think that's what they're thinking. And here's the thing. Saito is a good all-around MMA fighter, a good test, but Kleber is the real one because if that's where his weakness seems to be, is just like the higher level grappling. Because if you're getting out grappled by Matoya,
who's
then
excellent.
yeah. So if Matoya is doing that to you, Kleber's just gonna fuck you some more. T-san says he has a friend who works at a college in Tokyo very close to where Saito's ramen is. I gotta go there, by the way, when I go to Tokyo. Excuse me. Says he has not seen Saito there that much. So his friends assume that Saito might show up for New Year's Eve. So
It's certainly possible. I mean, maybe he wants to fight one more time.
I think so. I always said, imagine if that's the one who fights Shudliev. Like,
why not? If you want to do legacy, or why not have Yutaka Saito? Never mind, because he fought Mikuru. He's already fought Mikuru.
Yeah, I suggested as
the third one.
Fight. I suggested as a double retirement fight, but I probably doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So who knows what they're gonna do with him. I don't know. What about Hagiwara next? Maybe he'll fight Hagiwara. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, maybe give Hagiwara a gimme fight in Osaka next time.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Like we have said this so many times, he's even though he's training at Tribe, his grappling's gotten better. It's still his weight. It's still his weakness, man. He still gets It's
ceiling is an attraction.
Yeah, he draws. But you put him on a Kobe show, Osaka show. Hey, listen, you're guaranteed 10,420 people there. So,
wink, wink.
I know, yes. But great main event. Definitely was, I think, probably the best fight night. We'll talk about all that specific stuff later. But yeah, And by the way, as well, there was some misinformation. I'll say that I apparently said that this fight, that a non-title grudge match main eventing was bad for RIZIN. Never once said that. I, in fact, was one of the few defenders of it because I am happy because I understand why. You're not going to put Izawa versus Oshima on Osaka card. The only thing I think I said was that I feel bad that Izawa and Oshima were kind of relegated. It was almost an afterthought fight. It was kind of like, oh, they're fighting as well on this. Luckily, though, the fight happened, and then Izawa and Reina are going to be the next fight. Let's fucking talk about this shit now. Okay, so Izawa defeated Oshima. This to me was a very disappointing fight. I don't know what
because Oshima got dominated.
It was credit to Izawa. Her striking looked great. I actually thought that Oshima's striking was gonna be better for whatever reason. But I just man. I hope this wasn't a case where I hope this wasn't a Durigian or whatever that guy. I hope Oshima did not throw the fight. I'm just kidding, but it was her performance was
don't give certain people any ideas.
I just formed, and again, I will argue that this fight was maybe 2 or 3 years too late.
It was, but I think same outcome.
Is it the same dominant outcome?
No. It isn't, but Izawa is just better in every aspect. That's pretty clear.
Yeah. After the fight, Reina got invited to the ring. Official for New Year's Eve. We'll see though.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't believe any high level Reina Izawa fight till I actually see it. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would draw for sure. I know Izawa was pissed that Reina got.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah,
I did. Or in the cage, I saw that as well.
The RIZIN Octagon. We're calling it the RIZIN Octagon.
Yeah, I mean, but even then, it's like Izawa's not a draw. Reina is.
I know. Yeah, I mean, so that'll be next. My early prediction for that is a Reina win. As long as she does some. As long as she goes to every grappling defense class, she can win that on the feet.
She can.
She absolutely can.
Because her striking is so much better than Izawa's.
100%, yeah. Even with this fight, yeah, Izawa's striking was great, but Reina's is is light years more powerful as well.
Mm-hmm. Especially body shots.
Yeah. Oshima, I mean,
what do you do with her?
The only fight.
Does she retire?
I don't think so. I hope not. I didn't think they were gonna do Reina for New Year's, so I was gonna suggest the winner of this fight Seohee Ham. But I guess if you kind of want to bring, I feel like you could fast track Ham to a title fight since she technically never lost title. But if you kind of just want to give Ham a high level in time for maybe a title fight, I
Put
think
her on the if you can get Ham back, put her on the first card of the new year.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I was gonna suggest maybe Oshima versus Ham. I think that'd be an interesting.
I would
fight.
like that. I would also. What about Mori Suda versus Seohee Ham?
Oh, that as well. That I thought you'd say Suda versus Oshima. I was thinking about with the next for Oshima.
I was gonna say how about Oshima versus did Oshima fight Kate Lotus yet?
I don't no, she didn't. No, that's actually probably.
So why not try that?
Oh man, everybody likes to point out how fat Reina gets. That's why they had to do super atomweight because she can't make 105. So they had to do like it's weird. Everybody thinks Reina is so fat. Oh, I guess Kappa says Seika versus Reina is snake bit. We've all forgotten in the Park rematch from New Year's Eve. Actually, that was the toughest fight. Yeah, that was really Izawa's toughest fight.
Yeah,
but now she's
not strawweight. Park back in RIZIN.
I don't know. She's strawweight now. She's on strawweight now. Yeah. Yeah. So Oshima versus Ham. I think you said Kate Lotus versus her is fine. I would say Machi versus Oshima because Machi can do atom weight, but she doesn't want to clearly. So yeah. Also, I think Oshima will have a deep jewels fight probably coming up. She'll probably get an easy opponent, and could win or lose. We don't know. So yeah. So Izawa, Reina for New Year's Eve for now. On to the next one. One of my favorite movies of all time, not the Last Jedi, The Return of Skywalker. Somehow, Kazumasa Majima has beaten Shuya Kimura. Is exactly what I thought when I saw this fight and the way it did.
It was disappointing.
Yeah. What is so? Here's the weird MMA math thing. Vugar knocks out Majima. Vugar decisions Kimura, can't submit him. Majima loses to Imanari in a fight that he and Vugar were originally supposed to have. Majima taps out Kimura.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Kimura
was weird.
I thought I was one of the guys who thought that Kimura was going to be better from that fight with Majima. I mean, from the Vugar fights. Yeah, he's got a long way to go, man. He's young though. But he's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, if RIZIN will die, if you're here, if you want to talk about fraud checking prospects, Kimura, I put him in that category. 100%.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was really high on him after he beat Yokoyama.
I was also high on him after the Vugar fight because I was like, okay, he didn't get submitted. He did okay. He got some good shots in Vugar, and you can still win by losing in some ways, I feel like. Well, but listen, Majima's one that is an underrated MMA grappler. So yeah. Majima's challenge Akimoto. I don't think RIZIN is going to do that. I don't know. If they weren't going to do that, what would you do with Mr. Majima next?
Majima, I put him with Nazimov.
Are we really that surprised? Yeah, I gotta say so. Majima does not have a good chin. He gets knocked. He's got glass chin. His strike is not good. Kimura does need to be cooked a little longer, but Majima's a guy who could go out west and do just fine. I don't know. I don't think he could do well against Kanehara destroyed him in their match. I think he will suffer against the real well-rounded MMA fighters. Like with Saito. Remember that famous soccer kick knockout that Saito did to what's his name? Oh, and just to be fair, Majima's odds closed at plus 330, and that was biggest up for the card. I don't know. Maybe bout has been flagged by Tapology. I'm just kidding. No. Anyway, Majima. Let's see. I'm just going through my brain. I don't know. I don't think they do Akimoto. I'm a little bit at a loss for at a loss for who you would do with him next, or like who would be a good opponent for him. I'm more interested to see what you do with Kimura next. Do you send him? Does he have like 1 or 2 fights in Gratchen, then comes back,
or whatever? Yeah, I think
yeah.
so.
Okay.
But if we put him in RIZIN in a landmark show, clearly, I would say you put him.
Do you remember that? Who was the guy Tetsuya Yamato who just became an MMA player, or Okuyama? Sorry, I'm getting confused. Okuyama.
Was that bantamweight or featherweight?
I think it was featherweight because Okuyama was in the tournament. He was in the featherweight.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Then you put him in with you put him in with Takahiro Okuyama. I think that'd be a good match for him.
Yeah. But again, this guy's gonna have to face high-level grapplers. Well, Kimura, Kazumura, and Yasui, that was 145, or was that 135?
I thought it was Bantam.
I have the thing right up here, so I could just look it up. Okay, it was Bantam. That was Yasui's first fight at Bantam. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I think you said it best, man. It goes back to deep, or goes to deep. Has a fight there, or maybe just against Okuyama. Striker versus striker, I think. I mean, shoot boxes have a little bit of a submission thing.
Or if you really want to feed him someone, I would just put him with Dark Shirakawa.
Okay, I thought he was bantamweight, but I think that's a fair enough fight.
I thought he moved down to bantamweight, but I thought he was a natural feather, or fought the feather initially.
Yeah, no, he's natural feather. Yeah, he is. Actually, I just thought about this for Majima. Would you dare do him versus Nazimov, or no?
Nazimov, maybe.
He also said he would like to face more international competition. So
then maybe put him in with Kolesnik.
Oh, that could be good. That could be a good fight. I think he gets destroyed though.
Or maybe you find some decent Kimura in Tomizawa's 2 weight classes below.
I think that's a joke though. I think that's because I get it. Because the Kimura could probably make bantamweight if he wanted to.
I mean, if he wants to make if he can make bantamweight, then I don't see why he wouldn't be able to fight Shirakawa at either weight.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Plus, Mikuru privilege as well because you're bantamweight. Oh, you know what? If he did bantamweight, you know what? It's a fair dumb fight.
Genji Umeno.
I think that's too high level for him at this point. Plus, I think Genji Umeno's a small 135er. That guy's a really small 135er. He could make 125 probably if you really want to, but I think 135 is not or even 145 because I know that Umeno has done some 145 fights. So yeah. But I think good choices. Maybe Majima versus Nazimov. That'll probably be really just brutal. Anyway, moving on. Probably to no one. I wrote this in. I missed. Oh, did I not even put K Lotus? Oh, there it is. And I didn't mean to put outpinned. I should put in outpointed. K Lotus outpointed Bomi Lee.
K Lotus did a pretty good job with her stand-up. It really looked better, and her takedown defense for the most part, I thought was pretty decent.
She got taken down once, I think. It was with a headlock. It was like that headlock.
With a judo throw, but I didn't think she was any danger. I thought she looked much better than I expected. I thought she was going to struggle.
Yeah, just quickly, a karate Kinoshita.
That is an option too.
Okay. For Majima or for
Kimura.
Okay, Kimura. Yeah, okay. Actually, that'd be fine for either, I think. Maybe. Actually, more Kimura.
Yes, but because Kinoshita has a weak chin anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, listen, K Lotus, I'm gonna say this right now. K Lotus is not one of the most exciting fighters. She clearly has a ceiling. She's like 9 and what does this thing say?
9-7, I think.
9-7. She's gonna lose fights badly, and she's gonna win just enough.
We know why she's there.
Yep, we know why she's there. This is also her hometown, Kobe, so she got a win in front of her friends and family. I mean,
nothing wrong with it.
She did make a challenge to Izawa after they used to train together at K-Clan. She would be destroyed by Izawa. I think if you want a good opponent, hey, I know we suggested Oshima before. if you wanted to maybe bring, would you do if you can bring her back, Han versus Oyama?
How about Lotus versus Machi?
You could do that. You could probably do that at a, but Machi doesn't want to do. You have to do that like strawweight probably.
Well, if Machi doesn't go to the UFC, and I see no reason why the UFC would even want her to begin with.
Yeah.
So she's not exactly in a tremendous bargaining position, is she?
No, not at all. Especially when she has weird fights where like she'll look great in some fights, and other fights she looks like she just like struggles over opponents.
Would you put would you put I don't know, would you put someone in with Karen?
Karen's 125er, I think.
Oh, never mind then.
I believe she's 125er. Karen got injured. Karen got injured. That'd be interesting. Lotus versus Hamazaki. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. That would be the second toughest fight of her career, probably. Lotus. She did beat Hikaru Aono, Shudo Watanabe's wife, who's a good grappler, but I think Amazaki's probably a much better grappler.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: RIZIN does not like Hikaru Aono for whatever reason. I don't know why. They've never booked her for any reason.
What about Miki Motono?
That'd be good, but I think Motono's a Pancras now. She's having a fight with Pancras coming up, I think.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what
I don't know. This whole Miki Motono thing is so strange because I remember when there was so much hype behind her. Then she went the road to UFC. She got eliminated, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then they brought her back. I think she got another chance or something, and then she got eliminated. Or no, she won the fight barely. I forgot what happened. She had a weird road to UFC career, and like overhyped down. She's like now, like she's like 35 now, 36, or she's like 34 or something. She's aged. I remember like all the hype when she was like in her 20s. Also, has she ever fought in RIZIN before?
No.
That sounds like I can't believe that RIZIN has never asked her. That sounds like one of those things. Oh, by the way, we're like a fighter does not want to fight in RIZIN because they think that's going to, where they would rather wait for the road to UFC contract with the Dana White Contender Series. It sounds like one of those things. I can't believe that RIZIN would never made an offer to her.
I'm sure they did the same that they made offers to Taira, amongst other people,
and Matsushima as well. Who
Matsushima and probably Nakamura as well.
Rinya? You said Rinya?
Rinya, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Rinya.
Okay,
I'm sure they made
Rinya
or Ray Saruya.
I don't know about Ray. I don't know about Rinya. Definitely Taira. Matsushima. He made it on the RIZIN Confessions that he turned down many offers from RIZIN because he basically said that he was UFC level, whatever. So yeah. So I feel like it's gotta be one of those things. Where like, yeah, her managers are turning down, any sort of offers from RIZIN. Bomi Lee, back the road, right? She's not a bad fighter. She's not bad.
Get her a win or two when you bring her back.
She was better than that fighter who was the Korean fighter who fought Izawa, that like missed weight.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about. And then I would like to see Yuri Shim back.
Yeah. That'd be a more appropriate fight, I think, for Road. I think against one of those two. Well, at least Yuri Shim. I don't know about the one who missed weight because that was her first fight at.
How about Yuri Shim versus Oshima?
Oh, that could be interesting. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. Or I was about to say K Lotus first, but they already fought. Yeah, that's a fair one. I forgot about that. Yeah, Yuri Shim versus her versus Oshima. Good choices.
Honestly, Yuri Shim's record, not to get off topic too much, but I think she's a better fighter than 6-6.
I think so too. She also had that layoff though. She came back. So
right. I mean, there's if you think about it, there's actually some decent depth finally at 108.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's slow, but it's getting there.
Yeah, but that's a good sign that they're not completely giving up on it. I
know. I think also the other thing is that I think we can do more if Izawa loses to Reina. I feel like you can do a lot more. You could do a rematch between those two if you want. You could do Seoi Ham versus Reina. Mm-hmm. You can do there's a lot more you can do. I think if Izawa does lose that fight, I think so. No official pick right now, but Sorry.
No, I'm agreeing with you on that.
Oh, sorry, Mike. What was that? Okay, gotcha. Moving on, and I put this all incorrectly. So, Saku Jr. Absolutely, I did not. I knew this fight was gonna go one way, but I didn't know it was gonna go. We got K1 Saku Jr. for this fight. I didn't think we would live in a timeline where Saku Jr. is like an ace level striker and actually outstruck Usami. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and
Usami threw more power shots, but like just like
I will say
total.
this, Usami,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
agree with that. I didn't think Usami threw shit. To be honest, I thought he did. He did what he does. He does.
No. I'm saying that. I'm saying Usami. He was throwing with power. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. He was throwing with power, but Saku Jr. was throwing with precision
Yes.
and volume
And more frequency.
and I guess significant jams. Yes. Yeah.
Way more
yeah.
frequency. It was frustrating.
Yeah. kneebar win, by the way. Kneebar win, by the way, for Mr. Saku Jr. Yeah. He looked great. He looked honestly fucking great, man. He even said that like he didn't know. I think like he didn't even he totally forgot what he was gonna say. I think he was so overwhelmed by his win. So I mean, great on Saku Jr. coming back from the Daisuke loss.
Yeah, he looked good.
What do you do with him next, man? What's next for Saku Jr.?
If he wants to fight on New Year's Eve and you want to give him a decent test that's not ridiculous.
Would he be ready for New Year's Eve?
Maybe not, but I'm just saying, like,
New Year's Eve. But I mean, who's to say? Yeah.
If he was gonna fight someone, would you put him in with maybe a Suguru knee type?
Was this a a Suguru knee type? Okay, I thought you said Suguru knee. Who's that lightweight? So you mean like a grappler type person?
Like a grappler who's credible, but Saku can probably beat him.
We talked about. I think. Yeah. So okay. We're getting a lot of comments. So Super Anime says Sakuraba is definitely next big star of the RIZIN market. There's definitely a thing there. How bad is RIZIN does this? How bad is Taichi's grappling get outgrabbed by old man Daisuke? I don't think it's bad. It's just a different type of grappling. I think it's just
Daisuke Nakamura can still grapple his ass off.
Yeah. It's the case of where somebody knows one thing, practices the move 1,000 times, one move 1,000 times, versus someone who practices 1,000 moves one time. Kappa says that Taisei deserves a soul build, rather not watch him sacrifice like his dad.
I agree. And that's why I'm trying to find a credible.
T-san says.
I was going to say that I'm trying to think of a credible but safe opponent for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about credible. I was going to say we saw, on the lower cards, we saw Wan Bin Ki win.
That's way too soon.
I don't know if that's way.
That's way too soon. Why not put him in with
the other one, Red Horse?
Red Horse is also.
That's the thing is that I think
too soon.
Really?
I think so.
What about what about the guy who beat the guy who was on the PFL, who just won the PFL and he beats Spike Carlisle? I'm forgetting his name already. Izumi. What about Izumi?
Yeah, have him fight Izumi. That would be a good one for New Year's Eve. He's never finished anyone, to my knowledge, correct?
No. He's got that he's got like whatever that Greco-Roman stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's fine. What did you think of him coming out to his dad's music and then it's stopping and then him coming out to his own music?
It's a message
that by that.
I think it's a message that I'm my own guy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he certainly proved it. I mean, his striking, dare I say, looked better than anything his father ever did, as I can recall.
His father had striking. He would just throw strikes and just go for that takedown, the single leg.
Oh yeah, I get that. But I'm saying like Saku, like Taisei really outboxed and outstruck.
Oh yeah,
Usami. Kazushi Sakuraba never really did that, as I recall.
No, he would never like. Dare I say it? If I think Usami could probably like knock out like Sakuraba even at his prime. I think.
But
There was more of a danger for that. I'll say.
yes.
Like I said,
As far
not
as
saying that he's
Usami
better.
goes, he needs to go back to
People
deep.
misinterpret what I say.
Yeah.
Usami, yeah, man. Actually, someone Coffin says, "By God, that's Bay Noah's music. Would you do Bay Noah versus Taisei?"
I could see that.
That's too low level.
No, because I think he.
I don't know. How's Bay Noah doing in
LFA?
Bay Noah's now in California, isn't he fighting in LFA? Yeah.
I thought he was. Maybe. I mean, that'd be interesting. Usami knocked him out, and then freaking he's won, I think, 2 straight.
He lost. I thought he lost his first one, or did he?
I thought he won both. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he did.
But either way,
so
I was gonna.
T-San's saying that he came from a college called Tokai University, where there's 24 Olympic medal members there. So.
Oh wow.
What
about maybe this is too soon, but would you put Taisei in with maybe Johnny Case or Juri Ohara?
I don't know if the Juri Ohara would be interesting. Johnny Case, if he can make again lightweight, that could be interesting. I always like to say this: if you can't think of anybody, just get Imanari. I don't know. I think that could be a fun fight. You think it's a risky fight,
that would be very interesting. Are there any deep lightweights that you can think of?
Oh, Captain, if you saw this past weekend, if you saw the Juri Ohara Koya Kondo fight, oh boy, you would not be saying that he's a decent grappler. Weak chin. What about Gustavo? Would you do Gustavo?
That's too soon.
Sakuraba? I know you can't really do a great. What about so we got Crone fighting in whatever the fuck it is. Would you say after that fight, maybe you do Crone versus Taisei?
Why not? The story sells itself.
I don't know though. So Crone's gotten a little bit crazy. I don't even know if this guy travels outside the United States anymore. He's kind of gotten a little bit loopy. So, but that would be interesting. You said Usami go back to deep. Yeah, I think so.
His grappling just isn't good enough, and he doesn't throw.
Oh, that's it. Victory Fighting League. That's it. VFL. I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, what? So, what about like Usami versus Captain America? You know,
I don't know, because if Captain Africa gets him to the ground, Usami's probably going to lose.
I mean, Yachi couldn't submit him.
True, but Captain Africa is a better grappler.
Nice team as well.
Yeah, I mean, but either way, Usami just is not good enough.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, did not expect the kneebar though. Did not expect the kneebar. Did you expect that kneebar to happen? Kneebar? The kneebar. Okay. I guess one thing that you did not expect, or you expected, I did not, was Joji Goto possibly retiring Taichi Nakajima. So when we're talking about like fights being, we were talking about fights being stopped before. This is the one. Remember, he got knocked out or knocked down. Referee dove in, but kind of like stood back up. Nakajima got back up and then got cold cocked again.
Yeah, he got knocked out bad, and
I thought Nakajima was gonna do this. I thought there was gonna be more grappling from Nakajima. Mando, I should have figured, but so. Yeah, no, Mr. Ohio, you nailed it right on the fucking head. Like, not like this, but in this direction, in this general direction.
Like, I thought that Goto would be able to get inside a little bit, but I thought Nakajima would use his jab more, and he didn't really do that at all.
I thought Nakajima would try to grapple, man.
Yeah, but I thought Goto would go right there with him. But I mean, Joji Goto looked amazing.
Yeah. Super Anime has a good point. He's definitely doing VFL to pad his record. Well, let's see. Sometimes those big fighter, those former UFC fighters, they go on the regional. They either do great or they get fucked up because they're because it's kind of like their heart's no longer in it because they don't have the UFC paycheck coming through, slash gambling briberies as well. So things are, we'll have to see. Some guys do great, and then others just like Melvin Gillard and others just go on these sad fucking losing streaks. But we'll see. We'll see how he does it.
Crazy Horse Bennett.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah. That. Captain says, Joji Goto has been putting in work because he turned into a really measured, thoughtful fighter. I think he deserves a shot in the rankings. Yeah. That work at
Tribe.
Contenders
match.
Yeah. Well, so Goto after the fight, by the way, they had to stretcher out Nakajima. This was a scary knockout, by the way. Really scary knockout. He says I was talking about Nakajima first. He said he's retiring. Do you believe that? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, if he gets one more payday from RIZIN, no. But if he doesn't, then I would imagine so.
There's There's another fighter who just recently returned at a deep show called Takeshi Kasugai, if you remember him. His last fight was Imanari breaking his arm at a Landmark show. He said he was done after that. Now he's back. I feel like Reina said like 3 or 4 times she's retiring, and then she doesn't. There's other major fighters who said they retire as well and don't keep their word. So, well, we'll see. Oh, Super Anime, you're gonna be at it? Is this Victory Fight League? Is this the one that does the things in Times Square? Like, is that the show that they did in Times Square, like in the open arena thing? The fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, but Joji Goto, man, listen, we got a beast. We got a beast here. Has he fought Road to UFC?
He might have. I think he was in one, Joji Goto.
He took that late nose fight in one, I think, and the guy was like double his size. He had to be in Road to UFC. I feel like he had to be a wow. No, he has never been. Okay, wow. You'd think that this guy. Okay, I know him. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm getting him mixed up with Shohei Noze, the other bantamweight prospect guy.
He's fallen, by the way.
I know. I was going to suggest maybe those two have to fight, but listen, you heard who he suggested at the end, right?
I did not.
Ando.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did call out Ando. I would like to see Ando get a title shot, but if he doesn't, then yeah, this is the fight to make.
I think they're going to probably do Inoue versus Sabato probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have the what do you call it? You have the story that they both were at Tribe. I don't know where Ando is right now. T-san, do you happen to know where Ando trains now? And then I guess he left Tribe and trained somewhere else. Oh, he was in Lemon. No, that weird kind of Shuto, not Shuto thing. That Lemon Shuto promotion thing. Yeah. Oh man, I remember I was so high on this guy when he had that one fight in RIZIN. Yeah, but yeah, man. So, okay. Captain says if you're looking at a U.S. regional import, maybe look getting Diego Brando back. He's not that dead set. Man, listen, that guy will murder children to get back into the UFC. He won his ACA fight, I think. I think he just won the title there.
Was it tough enough?
It may have been tough enough.
I mean, he's got 30. He's 32 and 22 now.
He's he went on a long losing streak, then went back, then snapped out of it. But yeah, I mean, I guess you want to bring Diego Brando. He fought in RIZIN twice before, so bring him back to RIZIN. But again, when somebody sorry,
is there a point?
I don't know, but again, when somebody like that, okay, because the pandemic happened, I know, so he couldn't fight in RIZIN anymore. But the fact that they didn't go back to him, it's like I sometimes wonder, if it's not right, it's not so much RIZIN, but it's the fighters and or their managers sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to believe it's that. We can scream to the hills that RIZIN should sign everyone or sign this guy, but guess what? He's not gonna. Some fighters don't want to fight RIZIN. It's not that they hate RIZIN or they have no interest. Some don't want to fucking travel to Japan while cutting weight, all that stuff, yada yada yada. Some just have hashtag UFC dreams. That's just how it is.
It doesn't. RIZIN is awesome, but it doesn't have the majesty that Pride did.
No, 100%. 100%.
That's just
also
how
fighters.
it is.
There's also a young breed of fighters now who never even saw Pride, who don't know anything about Pride, who just have seen, they probably seen more Bellator and maybe PFL or WSOF, I should call it, and UFC, of course. So, yeah, WWE is dealing with that now. WWE, AEW dealing with that right now because it's now starting to transition. Now you're having people who kind of growing up with AEW who now want to just wrestle for AEW. But there was a time where where wrestlers didn't want to wrestle for anything besides WWE because it was like, oh, nothing else. That was it. The Kai Kamaka fight. Fight, yeah.
Okay, so it was tough enough. Got it.
And those end up a number one contender fight on New Year's Eve. It would be, listen, Joji Goto. Yeah, he barely took any damage. I'm usually against a quick turnaround fight, especially if it's like a 1 month. If it was like 3 months, I can understand.
But this was less than 2 minutes. This was less than 2 minutes, and he didn't, and he was fresh.
Yeah. So I guess if you wanna, I guess you could I think you can get away with that. What was the exact 149? Okay.
He's still good for New Year's Eve, I would imagine.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I think Goto versus Ando, at least. If not New Year's Eve, at least that's the next number one contender fight. That's nothing else, right?
Mm-hmm.
The story, like we already said, the story's already there. It'd be great. Yeah, definitely a highlight reel knockout. I don't think this was a highlight reel knockout. But thank God it did not last that long. Taka Kenshin destroying Max Yoshida. Sorry, I just saw the comment. Super Anime says he has a good point. It's hard to rise. It's awesome, but there's so few events that as a fighter, there will be a natural sort of gangsters fights. That's also a good point as well. Also, RIZIN does not, for all fighters, they don't do like, the guaranteed 3 fights that UFC contracts, 3 or 4 fights that UFC guarantees. I don't know if they even have a champions clause as well, because we've seen champions just leave RIZIN and go. Yeah, Manel Cape, Jiri, Ham, Kai, Kyoji. So all champions and all left RIZIN. So we don't know, they don't do not every contract is uniform in RIZIN. Yeah. So I know when Jay Kuhn was not doing bad things. Yeah. I know that RIZIN offered him a 2-fight contract for the year. So when he fought twice in 1 year. So different fighters get different contracts. No rhyme or reason behind it. So yeah. Super Anime says it's for this same reason I don't see US TV or streaming deal. Modern US media wants content, not quality. That's very true.
And also it's a niche product for hardcore, for extreme hardcores. That's what it is. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's what it is.
Yeah, that's 100. That's 100, Mr. Heil. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. Kind of expected.
Taka Kenshin beat that ass. I will say that
broke his ribs apparently.
Breaking a rib with elbows is impressive, but then again, when you have all that beef coming down on you, I guess I shouldn't be shocked.
See, speaking of shocked, you see that Max Yoshida did the shocker. He did the shocker pose.
Yeah, I did, but I was also gonna say there's that was as Bobby Heenan would ask, where's the beef there?
What was it? Well, I like what Jim Ross used to say when there would be like a terrible match. That was bowling shoe ugly. That's what he used to say.
Yeah,
this is bowling shoe ugly. But it lasted about a minute. Didn't go all 3 rounds, which is what I think the most we could have asked. We had some horrible heavyweight fights in recent times. So, I'll say this.
Max Yoshida is horrible. 1-4 kickboxer.
Now 0-1 MMA fighter.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what happened after the fight. Apparently, Cena Caribbean, by the way, got popped for horse something.
Seriously, horse steroids?
Or something in Glory, along with 2 other fighters. Now is sporting a red mohawk. He looks like what's his name from Hook? He looks like Rufio from Hook. He looks like a 6'7" Rufio. That's why when I saw that, I was like, "Oh man, this guy looks like fucking Rufio."
So who would be Dustin? Who would be Hook? Who would be Dustin Hoffman then?
Maybe Ty's closest mustache. I don't know about Not the hair though. Obviously not the hair. I don't know who would be.
How about Mr. Smee, Bob Hoskins, God bless him.
Oh yes. Oh yes. You know what? Steven Spielberg hates that movie. You know
What's
that
that?
you're not allowed to. Steven Spielberg hates that movie. Just a little off topic. You know that you cannot talk about that. You can't ask him questions about Hook.
I love Hook. I don't give a damn what anyone says.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. But yeah. So I guess
maybe they'll book him for New Year's Eve because I'm pretty sure Japan doesn't give a damn about suspensions.
Yeah. Well, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting because I don't know if we've ever. Remember, there was that guy. What was it? Remember that the Hulk, not the Iranian Hulk, Shiratov. Remember that guy? He fought that one time in Ryzen, then went to UFC.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Ivan Shurtakov. Ivan
yes.
Shurtakov. He fought that one Korean guy, destroyed him. Went to UFC. They cut him because apparently he failed some sort of drug test there. Went to do boxing, got knocked out in boxing, and that happened. That guy just disappeared. But like, yeah, that was like maybe the closest. It'd be interesting to see because obviously they didn't use Kimura while he was suspended. It'd be interesting to see if they abide by it or not. Regardless, though,
especially with an organization they don't have any ties with in Glory.
That's true. Yeah. Did you see that Rise and the president of Rise says he wants to bring Rise and Raja Stadium and RWS and Glory is like as a triangle promotion, and you know it's like he had mentioned K1 at all. they still have fucking beef. That's so hilarious. They still have beef from that one honestly, show.
Honestly, how is Glory even relevant these days?
I don't know. They're like, oh, you know that this is a great way for Rise to get heavyweights, and I'm like, oh, you got K1 just around the fucking corner at your Yogi's doing their shit at your Yogi Stadium. I'm just like, that's how much they hate him. They'll work with an irrelevant, never Dutch promotion rather than K1. The assault is still stronger for Rise. I just
especially with the decisions because I think didn't Abima force them to work together at one point in the last year or two.
Yeah. Now you can only see Rise and K1 fights in Ryzen apparently. So. Yeah. So I mean, I'm fine with Taka Kenshin versus Cena. It'd be a dumb fight. It'd be a really dumb fight. Maybe for New Year's you can do it. I'm sure that Taka Kenshin is feeling good. This guy though has like the most highest ceiling for a fighter. This guy could be killed by like on a fight. I think this guy will get destroyed by like someone like Fight Matrix like number 100. Or like Tapology, like ranked. He's so bad, but like, yeah. This is a ceiling, man. This is a ceiling.
It is.
What do you think? So, Max Yoshida, would you say he goes like deep, has like one of those dumb fights in deep or something against like Seigo?
I would say Seigo, or put him in with oh my god, what the Ryo Sakai.
Maybe. Ryo Sakai, I think would fuck him up.
Or better yet, have him go to K1 or something, have him fight Kosuke Jitsukata if he's still around.
He's a terrible kickboxer as well. That's the thing. He sucks at combat sports. I hate to say that.
I know he does.
He should go to pro wrestling. He should go to pro wrestling. He could definitely be like a personality in pro wrestling. He like those like what's that one that like that shitty PPP or something or like
DDT?
One of those. No PP. He could be funny in DTT, but I was like thinking of PPP, which is this promotion that's like it's kind of what was the porn star? Who was it? What was her name? She was on Breaking Down as well. The porn star. I forgot.
I have no clue. I don't exactly follow Breaking Down a ton.
We've talked enough about that fact, but if I want to get the teeth on, he said that Ando is technically freelance, but in Rising Fashion showed his gym, which is a personal training studio G-Men, super small gym. Okay, gotcha. And he says it's also the size of like a studio apartment in the U.S.
That is ridiculously small, then.
Yeah, that is very ridiculously small. Now, okay, I just want to get your thoughts on what do you think of Damian Brown and I was about to say Joe Rogan voice on commentary.
I thought they were really good for the most part.
Oh yes, I'll say this: Damian Brown could not stop talking about this throughout the entire show. After this happened, he was like talking about it like even at the end of the show.
Well, it was a freaking shock.
I don't know why the betting odds did not put Kintaro as the least betting favorite or the least favorite. Whatever.
Because honestly, I will say this: I cheered.
I did a
I was so thrilled for Kintaro.
What was I gonna
Thrilled.
say? What do you call when I did the Pikachu? I did a Pikachu. I could not believe it, and I didn't like. I was like,
I
oh,
kind of did that
this
too because I was shocked.
this league
And-
guy's gonna get out of it, and like, no, yeah. I'm still thinking about. I rewatched it. I was like, how this guy? And this was the easiest thing. People are like heel hooks are dangerous. They are if you're dumb and don't know like how to get out of them. Obviously, I know how to get out of them. I could have taught this guy. If this guy was worried about a heel hook, I could have taught him in less than 10 minutes how you defend it against a heel hook. I don't know. I don't even know how he. This is a guy who comes from Enbo Gym, which is a pretty good gym in China. You know, that's where Wang Zhu is from. That's where I think that's where the other two guys who fought on RIZIN are from as well. At least the other one, the one who fought
Suzuki.
Suzuki. That's where he goes. Oh, by the way, maybe Majima versus Suzuki. Just saw that right now.
I thought about mentioning that, but
yeah. But anyway, so yeah, he gets fucking heel hooked. He gets blue belt heel hooked by this guy. By the way, as well, the size difference between these two was astounding as well. Kintaro is a small. Do you think he could make flyweight? Maybe
I do. Maybe that might be his future. It should.
I mean, I don't know what to do with Kintaro next, man. Like, what do you do? Like,
why not put him in? Why not have him move down to flyweight?
I don't know if he would want to though. Those tattoos might weigh extra on him.
They might, but if he wants to prolong his career and maybe have an actually fight people his size, he might have to.
Is Yusaku Nakamura
still
flyweight or is he
flyweight or bantamweight? He's a flyweight.
Okay. Man, like, why not just do Kintaro versus Imanari?
Versus who?
This guy got a heel hook. Sorry.
Versus who?
Imanari.
Imanari would heel hook his ass.
I don't know, man. If we're seeing ADCC level Kintaro, he might know heel hook defense. You know that there's one way that Imanari, I mean, unless you're Majima, there's one way that Imanari can beat you. And if you just defend that, you can just probably win against him, man. I mean, like, I don't know who, like, because I don't know what his next fight. I don't know if this was just a lucky win or his opponent was just so dumb he couldn't do whatever. I'm just like, yeah, like I mean, I would say against a grappler maybe next. That's why I say, because if he got this heel hook, like maybe now he's got all this this great grappling thing. So
would you put him in with Kashimura?
Would Kashimura go down and wait for that? He would have to go down and wait for that probably.
I thought Kashimura was bantamweight.
Well, oh wait, yeah. No, I keep on forgetting because he did some fights in deep edge. So okay, if you want to do Kintaro versus Kashimura, I think Kashimura would probably like tap him out though. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Even then, that I would think maybe that would be a good thing for a good barometer for Kashimura.
Oh, I think that's a good thing. I'm trying to think of like some like maybe more well-rounded strikers.
Would you put Kintaro in with maybe Genji Umeno next?
T-San agreed Kintaro flyweight, but if he's not doing flyweight, he's probably doing that out of choice, right? It's gotta be, right? Because if he would have done flyweight by now, probably if he thought it would be best for him, but probably doesn't think that, he's also old now. He's also like, I think Isha said it best on his preview. Like he's like MMA old. I don't think he's old. He's 93. So he was born in 93. What is that? I can't do the math. Oh, 32. Okay. Okay. Not as old. I thought he was like older for some reason.
He fought like it in his recent fights. So, Lou? But yeah, as far as Kintaro at flyweight, that might actually be. Oh, Andrew, you back? No, but Kintaro at flyweight, he would actually be fighting people his own size. That might be something to prolong his career.
Full swing? Would you do him versus full swing? No, he never fought full swing.
No, you broke up, Andrew. I couldn't. You froze. Again. Unless it's me. Well, I guess I'm on my own. Well then, with since our esteemed host is indisposed at the moment, yeah, then let's talk about like what potentially we could see on New Year's Eve. I'm thinking, besides the title matches. Oh, you're there. I was gonna try to transition to New Year's Eve.
I don't have it on my end. Okay. Sorry about that. So go continue what you're talking about.
I was gonna say, like, for some speculation on New Year's Eve. And let's transition into a fight. I was gonna say Satoshi versus the Kazakh who knocked out Seika.
You think they do that so early?
I don't. Well, do you have any?
Do that just like right off the bat?
Do you have any? Is there anyone else really?
There's really nobody. Nope. Hey, that's a good point. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So that would be something that was something I was thinking about.
Okay. I was going to. Is Juntaro Ushiku a bantamweight now? I think he's.
No, I thought he moved back up to feather, didn't he?
Oh, he did. Oh my god. Okay.
Didn't he?
I was gonna say him versus. I thought. Juntaro Ushiku. I thought he was back. I thought he went back for one fight and then he came back to bantamweight. Let's see what the. By the way, he tapped out the guy in like a second, like 58. Oh, sorry, 58 seconds. Oh, featherweight. Okay, never mind. What about Kintaro?
Man. On that note, but let's since we're on Kintaro, we may as well just talk about the fifth match. Tatsuya Yambo getting his ass kicked by, I can never pronounce these names, so sorry. Nurkhan Zhumagazt. Zhumagazt looked amazing. Just he was able to time Saika with that high kick and then choked him out. He honestly looked like a potential star, just like Dalbeck. And as I was saying, I think that there is a real possibility that he might be the challenger on New Year's Eve with Satoshi, just because there is literally no one left. Now that we have unofficial confirmation that there's going to be nothing but the title matches in all the weight classes, that eliminates a potential super fight between Satoshi and Shadulayev. So if he could somehow keep the fight standing with Satoshi, he could make it really interesting.
Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening on my end. I apologize. I apologize to everybody, especially you, Mr. Ohio. Anyway, let's just.
I transitioned to I transitioned to the Saika fight because I was talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was
no
talking about that.
Let me get that up.
Nurkhan looked amazing. I did not expect him to knock out or to beat Saika this quickly.
Knocked him out and choked him out, by the way.
Both. Yes, and that it was to be blunt, it was a star-making performance. I was really impressed with him, and as I said, him versus Satoshi, I'm not opposed to. If you want to put him versus Yachi next, I could see that. I could see him versus Gustavo next. So there are some options.
Question though,
yes,
I think you could probably make. I think you can make I think not flyweight. I think you can make featherweight. He looks like he can make featherweight.
But would RIZIN want?
I think the fight he had.
No, I was going to say, considering the lack of depth at lightweight, he's a new face.
Yeah, I get no. Good point. Yeah, no, look fucking great. If they fast track him because they have nobody else, I get it. Yanbo. By the way, T-San, if you're in the chat, what does Yanbo have an exact meaning for what Yanbo means? Oh,
Andrew, you're still breaking up, man.
I do not know what is going on my end. Chris Cushman says
I agree with you, Chris, but the issue is, like I said, they don't. Who else is there who would be a potentially credible challenger to Satoshi at this point?
I don't think they should give him Satoshi.
Yeah, Captain, that's definitely someone I would have thought of, but yeah, not exactly great performances in ACA lately. So, like I said, if there's anyone else, please mention it, because I'm blanking, honestly.
What about? So you see that? If it gets frozen again, Mr. Ohio, talk about the events you've watched in Japan. T-San wants to hear about that. So
I've only done one, RIZIN 44. That was my first time to Japan, but I've been watching Pride for since 2001.
Okay, let's try to go a little bit faster because we have no idea what the fuck's going to happen next. Kashimura defeated Hyoma Yasui. Yasui thought he won this fight, by the way. Did you see him? He looked around like,
yeah, buddy, you're a idiot. You didn't do a damn thing.
Okay, we got to talk about round one.
Amazing.
No,
I mean, Kashimura was pushing the pace. He almost got that armbar. It was beautiful.
I thought that the slam would have knocked him out. But no, that just extended the armbar, and Yasui was just so calm and collected. He got right the fuck out of it.
He did.
Yeah, man, I gotta say, I mean, this is Kashimura's also his first win in RIZIN, his first decision win, by the way. What do you think about the striking department, though? What do you think about this? Because that was a question of will these two negate each other?
They did at points, and Yasui was better, but I thought Kashimura landed enough to where I think his striking is good enough where he can set stuff up. I would be more concerned with him keeping his chin up too much.
Yes.
Like most grapplers, but that's something he can learn. He's only 24. Both of them are only 24.
Yeah. You made a good suggestion with so I know why I thought Yasui was featherweight, because he fought
at featherweight against Suzuki on New Year's Eve. That's why.
So with Kashimura, I think you suggested him versus Kintaro.
That'd
be an interesting fight. I mean, what do you think that RIZIN has long-term plans for Kashimura?
I do, but they want to see how far he can go.
Yes.
He doesn't look that big to me at bantamweight, though.
So I trained Kashimura. I talked with him. I know him pretty well. He could definitely. He's fought as much as 155. Actually, he fought one being key on a 3-day notice fight in Road USC. Obviously, there was a huge size difference there. He then normally would fight a featherweight, like in Pancras and Deep. Then he lost a bunch of fights and decided to go down to 135. So I don't know if he could. He's lanky. 125. If you want to do like a catch weight, maybe see if you could do 130. That would be the safest bet.
Junior lightweight in boxing. Yeah.
So, but I don't know at this point. I don't know if he could do a full flyweight at this point. Honestly,
would you potentially put him in if he would have to move up with maybe Tony Laramie?
That'd be about Tony Laramie. Yeah. So that I don't know if Tony Laramie was a tiny.
I know, but he's also another one of those guys that is between. He's too big for fly, too small for bantam.
I know it's a weird thing, and then the other thing is that if you negate his grappling, like that's the path to victory. And any like high level strikers or all around MMA fighters, like a Joji Goto will beat him. So that's kind of. And then like anybody who has no grappling defense, he's just gonna choke him out anyway. So it's kind of like, as I always say, you can always just do him versus Imanari. He's always like the back pocket when I can't think of anybody.
Right, or potential, another like person for Yasui, put him in with Yoshiki Nakahara. So, okay, he's gone again. To answer one of the questions in the chat, the one event in Japan that I went to a couple years ago was RIZIN 44 at Saitama's Super Arena. It was Kleber against Masanori Kanehara. And it was a decent crowd. I think the legitimate attendance was 11,000. 11,000-ish, if I remember correctly. And really great atmosphere.
We're going to do this by mobile now, okay? I do not trust my computer anymore. You can hear me, Mike?
I can. I was starting to talk about my RIZIN 44 experience.
Oh God, this is so weird doing on mobile. Anyway, so Yasui, okay, he could do featherweight or bantamweight, as you suggested. Yoshiki Nakahara. That's an interesting fight, I think. I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to that. He definitely needs to face more strikers. I think.
He needs to get more experience. This was only his fourth pro fight, fifth pro fight, depending on where you look, what source.
Yeah.
I mean, they both have excellent futures, so just build them up.
Yeah,
is what I would say.
By the way, I don't know how you. Oh, okay. Here's something interesting that T-san said. So he says that Kashimura's corner was showing Matsushima and Igor Tanami. Apparently, Igor showed up 10 minutes before Kashimura's fight. Igor is not original corner man. Kashimura asked RIZIN to approve Igor as a corner, got approved. Okay. And Super Anime King has a question as well. Is New Year's Eve a holiday in Japan? If not, that seems that seems like a problem. Selling tickets. The show starts at 1 or 2. It is a holiday. Lots of people will stay home and watch what's the show? Kohaku? That's the show?
What is it? Red and white?
Or Gaki no Tsukai, or the in the New Year's Eve ball drop. I know that there was fans. So the show last year that went past New Year's, there were fans that were not happy that happened. I spoke to some, they were not happy about that. So I don't know if RIZIN is going to do that again this year. Hopefully they won't.
No.
Yeah. I think you got some good blood in bantamweight for the future, and possibly featherweight as well if they need to go there. Let me see.
The Korean fighters from the RIZIN Korea show that we haven't seen since.
Well, until we see those guys again, I'm not gonna hedge my bets unless it's a Red Horse or Wambiki. Who?
Yeah, true.
Let's talk about him defeating Captain America. Sorry, Captain Africa. I don't know what it was. Damian Brown said Captain America like a ton of times, and I was just like, I'm just gonna run with it.
He Captain did, America. But either way, he beat the hell out of Dabana, did whatever he wanted. So I don't think there's much to say about it.
But like, what does it say that he couldn't finish him? What does that say about Wambiki, especially after his first fight with Satoshi? Yeah.
I think it just speaks to that Captain Africa is resourceful.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, here's something interesting that T-Son says that Yambo does not mean almost anything special, but he uses the nickname for his online game avatar. His mother is he's a Hafu. So his mother's Philippines and his job is repair for ship at U.S. military base. So he probably speaks English. Guy probably speaks English. I should reach out to him for an interview. Possibly sometime. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. First of all, Wambi Ki is huge for a lightweight. Debana looks like he can make 145, probably.
I mean, would they use him again once he gets a win in Shuto?
Well, here's the thing. I said from the beginning that if you're going to have Yachi go through all the regional champions, he's got to face the Shuto one eventually. And he should have fought. For some reason, Shuto is weird with their shit. He should face the Bana next. I don't care that Yachi won. Yachi's ceiling is this. Let him fight. Let him get the Shuto guy. So it's at least kind of like it's an interesting kind of like, oh, he's defeated Grachon, Deep, Pancras. Now he's got to go through Shuto. I think that's an interesting fight. I personally think. I think you suggested Debana for something else as well. Who is it?
I forgot who it was. Maybe. I mean, if not Nakahara, maybe Yasui versus Debana.
I think that was it as well. I mean, one being key. I mean, what do you do?
Gustavo?
I think that'd be interesting, but also like we said that he's too high level for Taisei at this point. But like I almost feel like he kind of if they did him versus one being key, I would not be opposed to that because I think we've seen enough from Taisei where like, okay, he has a chance to win potentially.
With Wanbin Key.
Do him listen.
Would you put him with Shunta Nomura?
If they don't do him versus Satoshi, I'm not opposed to that. That you could do like I don't know, not a I mean, so technically, no, he never fought for the title. So if you want to do like an official #1 contender, I guess you could do that. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Super Anime King says, crazy times we live in. When the Japanese promotion is controversy-free and the UFC is in a massive scandal. Well, listen, if you were here a few years ago for RIZIN, we had our own few scandals. We could talk about that another time, though.
Yeah.
And I think it's the last fight that I have on my list. Yes. Okay, so Tony Laramie baited Wataru Yamauchi, who missed weight, for a win. Yeah, I mean... Oh, it did, but I'll listen. Laramie was like, "I got to get a win somehow. I'm gonna just baiter this guy."
Yeah,
and he did that.
He did what he needed to do. I don't know if RIZIN will bring him back for that performance, but why not?
I think they will. Well, he told me this is by the way. If you watch my interview with him on the RIZIN,
I did watch most of it.
He did say this is the last fight in his contract, so who knows what's next? By the way, if you watch his post-fight interview, it's very funny. First thing he does is just grab the energy drink, the 2 energy drink, and just starts chugging that shit. I'm trying to think what else he said from that interview. He said this was the third opponent that he ever fought that he missed weight. He said it was also. He also said this is the lowest he's ever weighed for a fight. He said he usually comes in like around 150. He said he walked into the RIZIN Octagon, at like around 140. So, and normally he walks around at like 160, 165.
See, that is going to come back and bite him in the ass.
He's got a weird body where his upper body is like, I think Sam said it best. He's like a fire hydrant. He's still like a fire hydrant. It's weird. He's got a huge head as well. Mullet as well. Came out looking like he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, by the way. So, yeah.
He did, but I'm just like, that is going to ravage his body if he does that consistently. That is not sustainable as far as weight cutting.
Yeah. Let's see. So Laramie next. I know you think maybe go up to 135, but let's say 65. Well, Makoto Shinryu, who I thought was in Florida training at ATT, apparently he's not, or cleaning the toilet at ATT. He was on commentary and said that he would like to face Laramie next. What do you think about that?
That would be an interesting fight. I mean, Shinryu would definitely make him work grappling wise. Also,
Shinryu doesn't have cardio though. I come to one that Laramie is good, has good cardio, so it'd be an interesting stylistic fight. I'll tell you the truth. I want to see Laramie versus Jose Torres if RIZIN would have booked that.
That would be a really fun fight. How about Laramie in a rematch with Ito? Or have him fight
I would be fine with that. Maybe a year or so from now. You know who's also going to be fighting at the upcoming Shooter show is Joe Arai. I was going to say Joe Arai. I think a clash between Joe Arai and Laramie could be a fun fight.
Could, as long as Arai gets a couple wins in Shuto.
Yeah. Yamauchi. He said that he was using this to go to UFC.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess back to Shudo with him, especially because he missed weight on his first fucking fight.
Yeah, I was kind of optimistic about him. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna win. And when I saw that homie miss weight, I was like, you motherfucker, you totally just ruined all my fucking picks. You motherfucker, you dumb fuck. By the way, that guy looks tiny for 125 even.
He could probably make 115.
Yeah. Well, Joe Arai as well, probably as well. Well, Joe Arai's a strawweight. He's a strawweight champion of
I thought he was flyweight. I thought he vacated the strawweight title.
Oh, but he was. So yes, that shows you like where it is.
Champion.
Oh, T-Son has some things. December 31st is like December 25th in Europe. So we gather at home type of day. December 31st to January 3rd are major vacation. But January 1st, we have another culture day where they go out the shrines and pray for a good year. And then let's see. Oh yeah, December 31st. Companies do the highest competition for TV rate because just like Super Bowl, commercial prices competitive too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's accurate.
So before we go, Mr. Ohio, did you have a favorite fight of the night?
Yeah, I liked the main event. That was awesome. That was the best fight. I enjoyed the first round of Kashimura Yasui.
Yeah.
I am a big Kashimura fan. And then the third fight I also liked was actually I really enjoyed the kickboxing, believe it or not.
Which one?
The first one, because I thought it was two young fighters fighting, and King Rakuto really impressed me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the women's one. I was like, when you said the first one, I was like, oh, you're talking about
no. Yeah.
That was better than I thought it was. That went better than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be shit, but it was actually like watching Ito work, like maybe kind of like smile because like okay, she's talented, you know. I see what you're saying.
She got a future, and then last one would be Nurkhan, just because of the surprising finish.
Yeah. I just gotta say Hagiwara versus Akimoto was probably my favorite fight of the night. Really good 2-round fights. Really made Akimoto work. Akimoto, you know.
Goto.
I know there's
knocking out Nakajima.
Okay. Oh, I'm just talking about overall fight. I would definitely say
like, there were some really good fights and there were some boring ones.
That's what were your favorite KOs or subs of the night? Limit to 3, pretty please.
Okay. Goto knocking out Nakajima. I would also say Nurkhan knocking out Saika. And then the third one, the submission would probably be Kintaro.
Good, beautiful. That's my favorite. I'll definitely say this. I would say the Zurkhan one. So here's I also judge not by who's doing this finish and the opponent. I thought Saika would be able to put up a better fight than he did.
Yes.
I knew he was going to get smashed, but I didn't think it was going to be smashed like that. So I will consider that. Yeah. Like you know, when Asahisa knocks out a Fuji TV employee, I'm not like, oh, that's an impressive finish, you know, type thing. So
knocking out a pancreas champion in less than a minute is impressive. Choking him out is impressive.
Yeah. And then I gotta say Majima versus Kimura like went like beyond like how I thought this fight was gonna go. Anybody else wants to say in the chat what their favorite shit was at this on the show as well, please feel free to do so. Before we wrap this baby up, remember to go support our boys at Shroom Bar at eatshroombar.com. Use code WAR, check out for 25% off your first order. These are great healthy bars. I show you them, but I've already eaten all the samples they gave me. And I know a lot of you are aspiring MMA fighters or kickboxers or whatever. They're great for you. So please, it also helps support the podcast as well. and tells these people, oh yeah, we have people who actually buy from us. So yeah, please go ahead and do that. I know Mr. Ohio, you don't have any social media, but if you want to reach him or me and annoy all of us, we can all chat in the RIZIN Discord, RIZIN FF Discord. We also there's separate sections for off topics, so like movies and whatever. Oh, by the way, did you see Francis Nagano made his debut at this RIZIN show? Predator Badlands.
Got it.
Was that so funny? We just walked in the cage and Kyoma Akimoto. I think he was like he didn't know what was going on because like you didn't see the Predator until the very end. So just like what? Why is there a guy dressed as a Predator? Just funny shit. Just that's definitely up there. That's definitely like one of my favorite.
Predator's Badlands.
It was the actual like old Predator, not these new updated version of the Predator.
I'm talking about the map.
But like, I'm glad that they brought the old Predator in the Rise Not to Gone, not these shitty whatever. I guess it'd be Predator 1 and Predator 2 Predators anyway.
I mean, and
first time
Jesse Ventura. I miss those days.
I'm sure Jay Chris will be doing his thing soon and probably have you on and Jay Wolf and all that stuff.
I'm done for the rest of the year.
What? Sorry.
I'm done with these for the rest of the year.
Oh, you're not gonna do. But you were on Chris's show. You gotta do his recap. You're retiring?
No, I just need a break from it for the rest.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and yeah, please follow the pod on Twitter X if you aren't already. Also, please like and subscribe on the very bottom that you see that little thumb icon. Please click that. And please click the subscribe button. I'm at 798 now. I would love to get to an even 800 by the end of this year. Hopefully 900 by next year. Small baby steps, trying the best, but please do that as well. And also comment. Please comment. Algorithms. That's all. That's our world now. Is all algorithms. AI and algorithms is our fucking future. One more comment from T-San. December 31st, most awesome TV show is that's Kohaku. Kohaku Red Team, White Team song battle. But it's for older people, young people are bored.
Because it's a different time. It's like here in America, there's certain things like Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Like that used to be a bigger deal, it seems. Yeah. So I mean it's a sign of the times. Yeah. But we're gonna wrap it up now. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Super Anime, Chris Cushman, Captain, everybody else who RIZIN Will Die, everybody who tuned in and stay despite the technical difficulties. Again, my apologies. I have no idea what's going on with my internet. I thought I fixed it. Apparently not. I will do better. I promise. And again, Gambate. Yeah. It's like Gambate Kudasai. Gambate Kudasai. I need to do a lot better. Andrew-san, Gambate onegaishimasu. Onegaishimasu. And please, if you haven't seen the show, RIZIN.TV, great show, fun show, available for free. As we're talking right now, please check it out. RIZIN.TV, don't need an account. And thank you again, everybody. We'll see you for New Year's Eve. RIZIN press conference as well, later tonight at 4 a.m. If you're in the East Coast. Please, as T-san says, Ganbatte. So, take care, everybody. I'm doing this on mobile, so it's gonna take a while for me to figure this shit out. I think it's right here. End stream.